Hello, my name is Michael Hansen, and I'm one of the 5 Investment Policy Committee members here at Fisher Investments. On behalf of all of us, including our research staff, we'd love to say thank you for considering investing in our fund. And we wish you and all of your loved ones, as the world continues to recover from COVID and its effects, a very safe and prosperous year. Fisher Investments began some more than 40 years ago, founded by Ken Fisher. But in fact, the legacy of our firm goes back much further than that. Phil Fisher, who in the mid-century became a legendary growth investor, taught his son Ken how to think differently about the stock market. And in fact, even to this day, legendary investors like Warren Buffett still speak of Phil Fisher and what they learned from him. Ken took that legacy and grew it into the firm we have today. He started with small cap value stocks, then a category that very few invested in. And he not only pioneered the category, but he created metrics that are still used in financial curriculum today, such as the price to sales ratio. Time and success has now evolved our firm into the global platform we have today. We operate with over 3,000 employees. We have assets under management of over $160 billion, and we operate all over the world with offices in Japan, Australia, Dubai, Europe, the United Kingdom, and North America. Our global evolution is also reminiscent of our global research platform. We're now a top-down manager who analyze the big macro factors and drivers of the world across the spectrum of the equity categories, from small cap to large cap, all of the countries of the world, in order to understand how the system of markets really works and apply those to special categories such as small cap. Through the years of our evolution and research at Fisher Investments, we've come to believe that macro drivers are the dominant forms of security return over time. In fact, our research indicates that as much as 70% of an individual's securities return can be predicted by macro factors. That's why we're a top-down manager. We look at the macro environment first and create drivers that then funnel down into selecting individual securities that we believe can prosper in a given environment that we've identified. For example, energy is a global phenomenon. In order to understand energy companies, whether they be small cap or large cap, you need to understand the entirety of the global energy complex. With OPEC today still cutting their output, but having much in the way of excess reserves to bring back online, and with North America, for example, having cut its capital expenditures, but still having much in the way of shale oil and natural gas to bring online, it's our belief, for example, that energy prices will not be particularly inflationary over the next year, but rather prices will stay relatively benign. This carries through into the entirety of the energy complex because most energy securities, and especially small cap energy securities, tend to be correlated to the price of oil and natural gas. These insights, though, are simply not enough on their own. They must be different and unique from the consensus. Part of our investing philosophy is that we believe widely known or widely discussed information is already reflected in prices. Therefore, it's not just enough to have an observation, it must be unique or not already in the prices of the securities that we're observing. Next, we are style agnostic. In fact, we're agnostic to any type of stock. We believe every type of stock has its own moment to outperform, but it's in the context of its macro environment. Again, another way in which top-down matters, and it's another way in which small cap investing tends to get left behind. Most investors, I find, tend to look at small cap stocks as if they are only regional, small companies and should be looked at as such. But in fact, top-down factors affect small cap stocks as much as any other category.